based out of Santa Monica. That's where our headquarters are, recently branched in the San Francisco Bay Area. We're actually in the midst right now of a rapid expansion across the entire U.S. in all the major cities. So far, we're in about 30 of them. So what is Hipswap? Hipswap is, we like to say, a mobile web marketplace that enables you to discover what's inside the most fabulous closets, shops, and homes in your neighborhood, or any neighborhood across America for that matter. It provides a platform for any person, stylist, merchant, designer, pretty much anyone and everyone to quickly and easily sell their items. So how does it work? So basically, if you're able to imagine being able to shop inside homes, closets, and people across the U.S., you can easily discover one-of-a-kind products, shelves, pretty much anything and everything unique. Like to say that you're not going to find on a typical shelf across the United States. It brings together an all brand new shopping experience that delivers, like I said, pretty much anything and everything unique that you're not going to normally find. On top of which we deliver. We rolled out delivery in Los Angeles, only costs $5. Recently just rolled out delivery in New York as well, and looking to expand delivery throughout the major cities in 2012. So Hipswap essentially combines the likes of eBay, Craigslist, Pinterest, and Facebook all into one very easy to use, user-friendly visual experience in basically one local marketplace. You can see kind of from the pictures is how it's set up, so they become a picture of the seller or the merchant in the top left, as well as possibly a video, links to their Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, so on and so forth, and then their items that they're selling. All this on the right in pictures. You can click on the pictures. From that you get a larger view of it. There's also a user interface where you're able to directly ask questions back and forth with the potential buyer, as well as potentially swap items as well. If someone else has something that you like, you have something that they like, there's that ability to do that through the website. Kind of within your own user profile, it sets up kind of like a Facebook, so it's really easy within. Once you're logged in, you can easily keep track of favorite items, so you don't have to buy right then and there. However, you can't really guarantee that it's going to be there when you get back. As well, there's a recent timeline, so the people that you're following, as well as the people that are following you, there's kind of an up-to-date format where it links to what they've listed recently, as well as what you've listed, so you can kind of keep in touch with everyone that you're following. Like I said, we are very local oriented, so there's a lot of local merchants, there's a lot of individual sellers within the iPhone, iPad, and Android devices. If you have one, say if you're from San Francisco and you're in New York shopping, you like to shop a local flavor, you can either type in a street address or a zip code, and it'll pull up all the local merchants, designers, individuals within the area that have items for sale with us.
Is this mainly for stylists or design?
Well, it's kind of for anything and everything unique. There's a lot of stylists as well. There's a lot of designers. There's kind of partnering with bloggers as well. There's some notable bloggers and stylists from the New York and LA area already kind of linked up with our site right now that are selling stuff out of their closet, as well as promoting items that they like. We're also in the midst right now of kind of partnering up with a lot of local universities for up and coming design students. So a lot of these students that are coming out of the schools right now, a lot of them either don't have the means necessarily to have their own store or get their own collection into a store, or don't have enough items. So Hipswap pretty much provides a way for them to create visibility for themselves within the marketplace, as well as use some of our vast social media outlets including national magazines, Hipswap, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, as well as some of our celebrity backings.
So it's like, what's Threadflip? Is Threadflip a competitor?
It essentially could be a competitor. At the same time, it's also a beneficiary to anyone and everyone who's trying to sell something, because the more outlets there are, the better visibility there is for you, the more exposure you have, the better chance and likelihood you have to sell your item. So we don't, technically I guess it could be considered competition, but at the same time, everyone that sells is the one who benefits. We don't specifically go to clothing. There's also a lot of antiques. There's vintage jewelry. There's crafts, vintage crafts. There's could be shoes, could be hats, It's kind of anything and everything. Similar to an Etsy, it's some of the homemade stuff, however, is not just limited to Etsy-like items where there are requirements. Anyone and everyone can post stuff, so I mean, it could be, if you're looking for a quick buck, you're a college student or whatever, and you're trying to save up some money or get some money to buy something else, you can easily raid your basement or grandma's house.
Sorry, I have a question. Are these all pre-owned items, or can you also sell new items that you make, or?
It's not necessarily new items. You'll find some stuff that's kind of say like kind of higher echelon items that some of the celebrities will have. A lot of the celebrities that we've linked up with, like Kyle Richards and Jillian Barbary, are mostly doing it for charities. So it's just kind of like a way for them to give back as well. So you will find some items that are kind of newer, as well as like some, say, dresser or designer dresses type items, but it's not really a marketplace where there's multiple of that item. It's just kind of like people have bought it, don't really have use for it anymore, type of thing. But it kind of varies, like I say, it goes from pretty much vintage jewelry, vintage clothing, antiques, the way like homemade jewelry all the way to, I mean, I've seen people posting cars on here, so.
And you also, one of your goals is to hook up with boutiques, right?
Yeah.
Kyle?
Yeah, I've been talking back and forth with Kyle. Actually, had a mishap in San Francisco where a phone got stolen recently. Yeah, no, I'll definitely talk to you at the end of this year. As well as set your own search parameters. So within Hipswap, you can either search by collections, you can search through closets of some of the linked celebrities we have, as well as there's a certain amount of categories here as far as like jewelry, collectibles, antiques, apparel, shoes, hats. You can click on that, and within that, there's a separate box underneath where you can click on it and expand it, and that'll bring up the cities. So if you're in one of the cities that we're already in, you can narrow down your search to specifically what you're looking for in that city. So who uses Hipswap? Like Owen said, we have a lot of local merchants. We recently just got a few more merchants from the Hayes Valley area onto the site. Individuals, celebrities, stylists, pretty much anyone and everyone who has something to sell that maybe they have a line that they're trying to introduce, they want to create some visibility and some exposure for it. Artists, I mean photographers have posted some of their work on it, so it's not like an Etsy. It's really kind of anyone and everyone that is interested in trying to make a buck. Like I said, as far as stylists, bloggers that we've teamed up with, there's videos within our site here. We do a segment called Shop in the Closet, which is with Kyle Richards, Jillian Barbary, where, like I said, they kind of just are auctioning or selling off items for that matter for charities this time, as well as kind of linking up with some of the fashion bloggers in the San Francisco, LA, New York areas, as well as Midwest, Texas, and further north as well. Alright, so selling on Hipswap is actually really easy. If you have a camera, you can easily upload your picture to your computer, as well as iPhone, Android, or iPad. You can just take a quick snapshot, quickly write like a description, tag a price to it. Within seconds, you're uploaded and selling basically throughout your local city as well as across America. So what will it cost me? The fees. It's free to list your item on Hipswap. It's free to sign up with Hipswap. When your item sells, there's an introductory 3.5% fee. So if you sell $100 worth of goods at the end of the month, you're basically going to be charged $3.50. The item will stay in the marketplace for up to 3 months or until it is sold and paid for by the buyer. Selling an item, we pretty much run through PayPal, so all the sales are guaranteed. It's a real simple system. We recommend PayPal because it is kind of an instant payment and it is guaranteed. Set up your own shop as well as, like I said, links to Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest if you already have those to kind of help increase your exposure to your Hipswap profile and marketplace as well. So as far as fee comparisons, eBay, just kind of threw a couple here, eBay and Etsy. Like I said, we're not really limited to homemade crafts like Etsy is, but in a sense it's kind of similar in some of the fees. eBay, Etsy, and Hipswap are all free to sign up. Posting items with eBay varies. With Etsy, it's 20 cents per item. Hipswap, you can see it's free. eBay cost varies. Final sales fees can be up to 30% sometimes, depending on what you're what you're selling and how you're going about your sale. Etsy is 20 cents per additional item. So if you're selling jewelry and you're making multiple of each item, it's 20 cents per each item, and then 3.5% final sale fee. So you can see with Hipswap, it is free to sign up. It's free to post. Post as many items as you want at the end of the month. It's only 3.5%. Similar to all three, we do go through PayPal, so there's a standard 2.9% merchant fee. However, at the end of the month, compared to like Etsy, I have to say that Etsy is like the 20 cents. If you kind of put it in terms of gasoline, it adds up after a while. Yeah, so basically at the end of the month, if you're selling $100 worth of stuff, your take home is roughly $94, plus you get unlimited exposure to our social media outlets.
Okay. Are you good?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. You want to close out?
Yeah, that's it.
So in order to set up, you could set up what you ask for PayPal address, and you could set up your PayPal account, and that's how you get paid, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all done through PayPal. It's all done at the end of the month. So I mean, it's similar to a credit card payment. It's just 3.5% that's taken out at the end of the month.
Okay.